It's live, but we're not going to have... We should have connection the whole time rather than last time where we were in Hawaii.
I have a hack.
And no, we're not in Hawaii anymore.
Well...
You look like... Crikey! You're going to go down and catch a crocodile?
No.
Maybe a wallaby?
A wallaby?
Because the dingo ate your baby.
I can't do that.
Sorry. Did it dingo eat your baby?
I don't know where my baby is. They're currently out of the house.
Oh my word. Okay.
Why are we doing a video when we have no kids in the house?
That's why we're doing a video. I know. No, yeah, so.
What? So what?
I don't know.
We've been doing this for like a year and a half.
Yep.
So what?
Yep, almost exactly a year and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why? Why bother? Why us? What's the point? We know nothing. What's the point? I don't know.
You seem very
I just feel that way sometimes.
down on yourself.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of do. Like, what's the point? But I know, even though we don't get a lot of comments, I know people come up to us outside of this and say, you know, I really appreciate it.
Because you're all scared to leave something publicly.
You are.
Scared of cats.
It's crazy, but it's true. Crazy but true. But why do you do this, Tim? What's the point of this?
I don't want anyone to know that I have sex with my spouse and we're Christians. We use a sheet and we cut holes.
Multiple? No, I think that's the way people think that Christians. I remember when I became a licensed pastor, my cousin asked me, he's like, do you still have, you know, like really fun sex and stuff? No. Once we became a licensed pastor, we don't do any kind of fun things anymore. We had to put
the whips, the chains,
everything away. We sold it.
Safe words.
Yeah, no. That's all just goes away and we're just boring and, you know, maybe once a month or whatever. No! For heaven's sake, no.
I think that's why I do it. Because it's fun. No, there isn't very many. There are a few. There aren't very many Christians, pastors that talk about sex in a normal Christian home. And so, if you notice the last couple of videos, I try and grab a sexual item like edging, and then apply it to how to use that in your marriage and into the bedroom. So to give you kind of a balance rather than be fully talking about sex all of the time, because that's only a portion of your relationship. Mm-hmm. It's not the whole relationship. So it's me that picks the sexual terms and brings that in. It's not her because
I'm a good girl.
Too weird. It's just my idea to bring those in and go, okay, here's this thing, like safe words, where really Christians are scared to talk about safe words. Now let's look and see how we can apply that across our marriage and actually increase the value of our marriage and our intimacy together in and outside of the bedroom. So. And
I also think a lot of people think, okay, sex is for married couples in the bedroom. Leave it there. Don't talk about it anywhere else. Don't talk about it at the dinner table with your kids. Don't talk about it with your friends. And yet guys are like in the locker rooms. Don't get started on that. I'm just saying, saying things. And it's like, well, no, we just need to leave that for the bedroom. And yet I've had so many women tell me, because it's only been left to the bedroom, you get in there and you're not exactly sure what you're doing, or you feel ashamed by it, or you feel embarrassed to be naked, or you're insecure because nobody talked about it. Nobody just said, hey, this is a very normal, natural thing that's amazing, and explore it and have fun with it. But it's been so shoved down your throat that it's taboo. Don't talk about it. Pastors don't even want to talk about it from the pulpit. Hello, Amanda. Nobody wants to talk about it anymore because it's like, oh, don't, I'm too scared. I'm going to get people riled up about it. There's a whole chapter in the Bible about this. Why is this
No, there's not.
Thing?
The Bible does not talk about sex.
No, not at all.
Not at all. Nope.
That's not. Shh.
If you know what book, leave it in the comments below.
You're just trying to get people to comment.
We have, on average, 200 people that watch this video and no one comments.
I know, so we know you're watching.
Comment.
No, but I think that's the thing. And this last couple of weeks, I've had a little bit of insecurity with our videos, and I'm trying to incorporate that. Like, how does that work in a marriage? Because if somebody outside of my marriage, or a relationship or a friend or something is like, you got to be careful with the video. I don't really like that topic. You shouldn't be talking about that. Instantly, I think, and that's one person. Instantly, I think, oh my gosh, this isn't right. Maybe we shouldn't do it. Forget it. I don't want. And I think that comes into a marriage. Like if one person goes,
I don't care.
I know, and I love that. He's my counterpart. But if someone says, maybe you shouldn't wear that. It doesn't look very good. Great. I've worn this how many times, and how many people have seen me in it, and I don't look good, and I don't look good in anything else, and then your brain starts to go.
I say that all of the time.
Women and men do that. No, you don't.
I go, that's not working for you anymore. You've lost so much weight. That's how that rolls.
Yeah,
that's
the
only way you can do that.
That's much better.
Instead of saying it's not the fat dress that makes you look fat, it's the fat.
Anyway.
All right. So part of this is that we've been doing this for a very long time, and I will challenge you guys that a lot of you are afraid to comment. We need some encouragement from our audience as well of, hey, you're helping our marriage, you're helping me talk about things differently. Just if we can get you and your spouse to talk.
Communicate about stuff.
Tim and Tammy are idiots, and this is what they did on their video
What do you think about that?
Yeah.
Well, I think that's ridiculous. Hey, at least you're talking about it. And you had some common ground. If you both think we're idiots, then hey, there's some common ground there.
Why are you watching them? Because they're dumb.
They're dumb and they have no idea what they're talking about. Oh my goodness. But
how do we have a low battery when it's plugged in?
Apparently it's not plugged in.
Okay. So. Anyways, so this is why the big idea of why we do what we do. One is we believe that there should be some Christian couple, pastors, we are both, that talk about sex openly. And talk about the hard subjects openly, like...
Careful, this is public.
Sexual acts. But talk about those things and how to have them in a loving relationship rather than you going to bed one night and your husband or wife is like, hey, we're going to try this, and it's going to blindside you and you look like that.
Right.
She does most of the time anyways. But that's why we're here. Call it Christian sex ed, I think would be the best way, because if your kids are in school, they're going a little too far, talking about you may decide to be a melon today, and while tomorrow you can be a grasshopper, and it's totally okay with me. I want to balance that.
Yeah.
I don't want to be so raunchy that your kids or teenagers can't listen to it, but just so that they can know, hey, marriage is fun. Marriage is really difficult. It's really hard to work through. There is a great reward when you work through your issues. There's an intimacy that can't be described at all when you work through issues in your marriage, and sex is part of that. So we're using a medium of sex that everyone is scared to talk about to really encourage you to communicate and to have other types of intimacy, and using sex as the medium for that, because sex is fun.
Well, and you've also said it's a byproduct. If you start communicating, so anyway, that's
so leave a comment below if we've encouraged you at all in this year and a half. Please leave a comment.
Or a message if you get.
We need to know that we're doing a good job every now and then would be great, especially on the private group, because we really go in depth about other items in your marriage.
Yes, whatever you go with that.
That look. But anyway, we need some encouragement. If you like us to keep doing these videos, let us know. Other than that,
and if nobody comments, this will be the last video
that
you'll
we
ever do.
Jinx, you owe me a soda. Don't believe in that. You just owe me a soda.
All right, we love you. Probably next week we'll be on the private group. Maybe.
No, we'll be on the private group.
I'm just kidding. I know there's a lot of you that.
And we're going to talk about something dirty.
So.
The one thing
Dirt,
you don't want to talk
mud,
about.
Gravel, toilets, windows.
1/2
floors.
inch peat gravel washed.
Okay. Sounds really exciting.
Yeah.
Okay, we love you guys. So
mow the lawn, lay some sod.
You knew I was going to do that. Okay, we love you. See you guys later.